made for Microsoft Excel Mac version, and it's not for Windows version. So as you guys know that in Mac version the options are a little bit different and difficult to manipulate. So I will just show you a couple of things here. One of the thing I will tell you is that how to assign different series, just like you see here for the default and manual. I have different series here. I have this data and this data. I have also like different series. So first problem I will show you is that if I put the try to put a chart here, so by default it will give me something like this, right? And if I try to make the chart of this thing, it will give me some chart like this, just like this one, right? So the problem with this one is that if I have this sort of chart, I will have lots of troubles putting my standard deviation, which are also known as standard bars. So I will tell you step by step what to do in order to do this thing. So first thing which I'm gonna do is I will assign the minimum and maximum of this chart so that it look more presentable. So here is 0 and 250, 2500. Yes, and now you see that I have this sort of thing here, but now there is a problem that it is not thinking that these two are different things. So I did a little fix of this thing. I don't know if it is efficient or not, but this is what I did. I did something like this, and you can see there are two series here. So this is series default, this is series manual, and then I'm gonna delete it. And now I can just do a quick layout, and then I can have like something like this or different quick layouts. For example, if I want something like this, I can have this and so on. So I can just delete it, and I can have a different layout as well. For example, I can have this layout here. So the layout doesn't matter whichever layout I use here. So now I need the standard deviation, which are also known as standard errors bars. And how am I going to put it? I will just show you here. First, just like this series, and then you do is like add element chart element here, and here you will see error bars and go to more error bar options. Here you will see plenty of options here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna specify it myself. So I have manually calculated, not manually, sorry, I just used the formula for calculating the standard deviation here. So the standard deviation of default data is this. So I will just select it as the positive value, and in the negative I will also select it like this. And if I select it for the manual one, I will just do the same step here. I will insert, sorry, here I insert the chart options, and here I just put the custom standard just like I did before. So now I will do for the manual standard deviation. I just calculated it beforehand to save the time. So here is it. As you can see, it's not so beautiful or good looking, but it works. Like if I want to make it a little more presentable, what I need to do is I need to change the access values and stuff, but never mind. So here you can see I have something like this here. I added more options like translation task, like this is according to my whole project. So this is the standard deviation stuff you just see here. But the problem is, what if I have more complex data? How will it work when I have more complex data? So for example, in this data I have like this chart, and now I want to put the standard deviation. for all these three different values. And as you can see, these are the standard deviations for 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and 3 centimeter. And these are the standard deviations for manual tasks 1, 2, and 3 centimeter. So in order to put this standard deviation here, what I'm gonna do is I will select this chart. I will go to chart design and then chart options. Here I will again do the same method, and I will select the series. Like I want to put the standard bars on the default series, the first series. So I will go to the custom again, and then I'm going to specify the value. So how I'm going to specify the value? So you see I select all three, so it will automatically know how to put this thing here. And I forgot to specify the negative. The negative value should also be the same one. So you see these are three different standard bars for three different values, and you will do the same trick here for the manual one as well. I'm gonna select it, and I will do the error bars, more options, default, and the same method here. I'm just gonna put these three, and also for the negative, sorry, I messed up a little bit. For these three I will do this. So you see now you have your chart with the standard deviations as you want it. So this is how you put your standard deviations. And thanks for watching the video. If you need to know any other question, or if you have any other question, just ask on our YouTube channel. Thank you again.